Good morning, Tinubu. Good to have you once again.
Um,
You heard what Raphael said.
Everything he said is balderdash, gibberish. This is a man who understands the truth, but because of his, ethnic jingoism and his bigotry. The truth is this: if you have Zulum and Peter Obi on a ballot paper, he will still go for Obi. He will go for Obi when it has been proven that Zulum is a man that has performed. This man has just spent 3 years. He has not spent. This is his first tenure, by the way, right? And this is a man that has performed outrightly way than whatever Obi might have done. But the truth is this: if you have Obi and Zulum on the ballot paper, he will still pick Obi. I can call him and ask him. He will tell you he will pick Obi because of his what? Ethnic bigotry. So everything is said here. Whoever that takes him seriously, definitely you don't know what you should listen to, and it's so unfortunate.
Now, the former head of state of Nigeria, Salami Abubakar, have been warning the Nigerian government over the crisis in Niger, telling the government not to go into war.
I think we should warn Niger, not Nigeria. Listen, they said the cost for peace is war. That's the truth. The cost for peace is war. I needed to repeat that statement. If you want peace, you have to be ready for war. All right? This is what led to Boko Haram. I told you Boko Haram started in 2002. For those who are not students of history, it started under Obasanjo. Ordinarily, we should have nipped it by the bud then. All we were doing was let us leave them. Let us leave them. And then we gave them time to be emboldened. And then they became escalated. They started building allies. All right? The same thing. This is how it happened. This is how insurgency picks up. Look at the unknown government that we have in the southeast. The unknown government, initially they came out under the facade of Eastern Security Network and the likes, fighting Fulani's herdsmen. Afterwards, what happened? They took laws into their hands. They started kidnapping people. And let me tell you something. If you work for a month, you are paid 30,000. And then you just kidnap one person. And they paid you 10 million. Which one would you stick to? What job would you stick to? That's the question. All right? Shetima said something. He said, bandits who has tasted the revenue from kidnapping, which is in ransom form. You kidnap someone, within 24 hours, they provide maybe 3 million, 4 million. What do you want to preach to such bandits to go into farming or to go into corporate work and start earning 100,000? He will not listen. Because he already has the skill on how to shoot, on how to kill. All right? So the problem we have is this. All right? The problem we have is we must ensure that we get our orientation right. We must ensure that everything that we do, we must fight for peace. And the biggest cost for peace is war. Niger are taking us for granted. The only reason why you see Israel is surrounded by enemies.
Taking us, Nigerians, what concerns
Nigeria is, as far as West Africa is concerned, Nigeria is the biggest economy. Whatever advice we give them shouldn't be taken for granted. We give them advice. They are allies to us. They are so interconnected. I mean, in Nigeria, I know we don't have nothing less than 5 million Nigerians. All right, because they are the Nigerians, because they are feeding on our economy. That's just the truth. The point is,
when Nigeria sneezes, others shoot.
Let me tell you the fact. The truth. This is how. Let me tell you how. You see how power play is being done. There's only one reason why Ukraine and Russia are still in war. You know why Russia is still fighting? Russia is fighting for its own social capital. It's not going to. Not ordinarily, it would have left it. I mean, Ukraine is a sovereign state, ordinarily. But Russia finds it insulting. Like, don't do this. You do it. After all, you still have a lot that you are getting from us. This so-called Western region, you want to go and join NATO and all that. You want to be like the gatekeeper for Western zones to invade us. Amongst all the Western states, Benin and Niger are our closest allies.
Very true.
Just imagine Benin, that is a Cotonou, Benin. Imagine they get toppled by coup. You think we are not going to react? We are going to react because we are going to react because they are Benin and Niger are our closest allies. We cannot jump. We need peace there. Listen, let me tell you what's going to happen. If we, as a nation, if we don't fight now, in the nearest months and years, those coupists will become emboldened, and then you will now start seeing leakages into our northern borders. All right.
And of course, we know our borders are porous.
And recently we heard Wagner is training people in Burkina Faso and Mali.
Yeah.
Right now, if Wagner returns to Russia, those people that he has trained, they will later on become what? Militants. This is what actually happened in Sudan. So the earlier the better. Let us stop this. Don't go further. Why should you what? Wait for 3 freaking years. If truly your intentions are good, why should you wait for 3 freaking years?
Why no return?
You can ordinarily request for 6 to 12 months. That's more than enough for you to transit back to democratic system. All right. Now, for those people who are naive and myopic, who don't understand the importance of having democracy, ordinarily, if we had a system whereby our borders are walled, all right, if our borders were walled, like we had tall walls like the Mexican and USA boundary walls, you get? Whatever happens in Niger is none of our business. Whatever happens in Niger is none of our business. We wouldn't even care. And this is what you see in Egypt and Sudan. Sudan and Egypt share a very long border, but Egypt has a very, very massive wall border between. So if you like, make Sudan kill themselves, that's their problem. Because they can outrightly cover it. Egypt does not want to have that close allies with Sudanese. But we said let all our borders be open so that we can all see ourselves as Western region, as family. All right? Now, this is the detriment. All right? Nobody wants war. But the Nigerians, ordinarily, we have sent so many dignitaries to them. They have been insulted. Okay? I don't know, and I find it hard to believe that most of the people that are supporting this stubbornness of Nigerians happens to be the people from East.
Why is it?
This is what it is evident. This is evidently proven.
So if you want to speak, you can come here. Don't distract.
This is evident. No, Raphael supports it. All right. This man here supports it.
No, you don't know my opinion.
All right.
I haven't said it.
He has been antagonizing everything I said, by the way. But my point is, even if you check your comment section, those who are there are saying that we should allow the coup to retain. Now, these are the people who have been looking for a way for Nigeria to break away. The northern states of Nigeria, which happens to have the largest numbers of population in Nigeria, if we leave the coupists, all right, what they think will not happen will eventually happen. And when they now finally have the unrest, where are they coming to? They are coming down to the south. And that does not exempt the southeast. Neither does it exempt the south. And that's the truth. Like I said, let me repeat it. The biggest cost for peace is what? War. If you want peace, you must be ready for war. Israel is peaceful today because Israel spends, I think after USA and China, I think Israel spends the largest amount of money on security. Any small thing will touch Israel wall. Immediately they don't come back. Why? They don't have time, no time for negotiation. You come into our territory for no reason. Immediately they bomb you. You get the point?
And that's
what is happening? Let me tell you, the coupists will get emboldened. They are trying to build a formidable force so that they can take down Nigeria. Nigeria is the catch in the Western Africa. Nigeria is the catch in the Western Africa. Nigeria should be a state that can talk to its fellow West allies. We understand you have your sovereignty. We understand you have your own independence. Transit. We are not telling them not to transit. But don't ask for 3 years. 3 years is too much. Wagner is not in Burkina Faso. Before you know it, Wagner will enter Mali. From Mali, the forces, they'll go into Niger. Do you think Russia is there to joke?
especially this time around that Russia has interest.
So I don't see. The
resources
point is,
there.
the point is, are we going through the diplomacy? Yes or no? Of course we are. The last call of action is military intervention. It is not yet on the table, but the Nigerians should also respect the Western region as a whole. That's not the truth. They should. They are human beings. If they beg person reach one place, if you don't hear, where to go back, please.
All right, thank you so much. Very great contribution from